Let's do a little color pencil drawing with a story. That's right. Drawing and story time. Okay, what's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing today? All right, so we are going to do a little color pencil drawing for you. And yeah, there's a nice little story that goes with this. There was a mishap. As you're watching this, you can probably see that the paper is kind of big, and up above there you can see the bottom of a nose. Well, yeah, I was drawing, going about my business, and had a blind guy moment. Yeah, it's something sitting too close, didn't see it, moved my arm. Yeah, well, yeah, shit went awry. But anyway, we moved along, continued. I salvaged what I could, edited it out, and shared a little bit that I got to salvage that didn't get destroyed in the mishap. More on that later. Okay, so let's have a little chitty chat while you're watching this. All right, I was watching an interview with Kevin Hart, and he was talking about how he was driving and he was using his phone to navigate, you know, using the maps and the navigation system on his phone, and the phone died and he was lost. He was totally lost. He's like, how do I get there? I have no idea. I don't memorize nobody's number. I can't even call anybody for help. So yeah, it was a big ordeal. But anyway, it got me to thinking, you know, I grew up in a time where, you know, before the internet, before smartphones and all that stuff. Hell, if you wanted to get a hold of a friend, you had only a very few options. One was getting your ass up and going to their house and banging on the door, or you could call them on the phone. But sometimes, remember that annoying busy signal? Yeah, before call waiting and all that stuff. Yeah, you could call someone, and if someone else was on the phone, you'd get that that annoying busy signal. So yeah, we couldn't just FaceTime people or send them text or all that. Other than, I don't know, man. Like I said, going to their house, banging on the door, or remember standing outside your friend's bedroom window and throwing little stones at the window so you didn't wake up everybody in the house by banging on the door or ringing the doorbell. So it's kind of funny that it's like, you know, we rely on all this stuff now. And how did we do it before? You know, you used to get in the car and drive to places. You didn't just get in the car and punch in the address and hit go and have a little whatever, turn left, turn right, drive 2.5 miles. You know, it was none of that. How did we get around? How was it possible? Just think of all the people way before us in wagon trains. How did they do it? How did they get from the East Coast to out west to the settle? How did they do it without a navigation system? I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird how we rely on technology so much. And I don't know. I know it's convenient and all, but I think it's making us dumb. Do we even think anymore? Do we use our brains for anything? I mean, hell, if you ask me, I don't even know my own wife or sons or anybody. I don't know their phone number. I pull up my phone. I either hit like speed dial 1, or I look at their name and I hit their name, and boom, it calls their phone number. Just think if you were in an emergency situation. I don't know, say you were in a car accident, or who knows, maybe you got arrested. So you say, hey, you got your one phone call, call someone. Who are you gonna call? I don't know anyone's phone number. I couldn't call anyone if I had to. In an emergency situation, in a car crash, get towed off to the hospital in an ambulance or something. Want to call someone? Sure, I'd love to. I don't know where my phone is, or it's broken, or it's lost, or whatever. How would you call anyone? I have no idea. I literally know no one's phone number. Don't you find that a little amazing and odd at the same time? We don't even think anymore. And we used to. Just think of the kids that are growing up right now that never did. They never had to memorize someone's phone number. They never walked to someone's house and beat on the door and yelled or tossed stones at the window. No, they just pick up a phone or a computer and they FaceTime them or talk to them. People that never had to actually pull out a paper map or somehow get directions or actually remember how to get somewhere. Now you just hit that little button. I want to go here. And you're told every single step of the way. You don't have to think at all. Turn right. Drive 17 miles. Bear left. You don't even have to think. You just go. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Technology. What happens when everything just stops one day? Even if it's just for 10 minutes while they do an upgrade or the system's down. Oh no, I can't speak to anyone. I'm lost. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm just going to have to do circles until it comes back on. I have no idea how to get where I'm going. I don't know. It's craziness, man. Yeah, the good old days where you actually had to go outside and speak to people. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. But anyhow, here we go with this drawing. Yeah, I was having a good old time trying to get this finger. Oh man, fingers are tough. Never realized how tough fingers were until I did a big one close up like this. But what happened was, yeah. What happened was I use a colorless, odorless thinner to do some blending because the color pencils is kind of like a waxy thing. You get a whole bunch of colors all built up, and you use this this thinner, and it blends the colors together real nicely and gets rid of some of those pencil stroke marks and all that stuff, and makes it nice and smooth and, you know, more like a photograph than a drawing. But anyway, so I'm using this colorless, odorless thinner, and I had it sitting outside of my view, of course. I thought I knew where it was, but I moved. I hit it. It went tumbling down. It hit the paper. It was all over the paper, and this paper's kind of thick and textured to hold all the different layers of the pencils. But anyway, so it started acting like a sponge, and it started to absorb all this stuff. It started to soak it in closer and closer, and I grabbed it, and I just kind of ripped a big chunk off to keep the wet part from the dry part from ruining any more. And then later just kind of cut it to where it is when you see the ending of this. But yeah, oh man, it was a mess. I was highly pissed off because this right here is 3 days of, there we go. See the little brush there I'm using? I'm using that thinner right now and blending everything together. But yeah, this is on 20 times speed, so 20 minutes of actual real time is 1 minute of the film of this video that you're seeing. So I'm going to say, yeah, probably 3-4 hours for 3 days I was doing this. And I had, as you can see up top, if you can see that little brown spot up top there, that's the bottom of the nose. I had the cheekbones in and everything, and the different reds and pinks and everything for the skin tones on the cheek. And it's kind of rough when you're doing females because they have all that makeup, so there's different colors of reds and everything underneath. But yeah, it all went away. It went bye-byes. And so I salvaged what I could, because I did spend a lot of time on it. And these damn fingers were pain. They were hard to do. They were really rough, but I tried my best. And this is what we got. And then at the end too, I was frustrated, as one would be when they ruined over half of their drawing. But yeah, when I went in and put the highlights in, all the finishing touches, I had the camera set up and it was overhead, and yeah, I forgot to hit record. So yeah, it kind of jumps from not quite finished to finished because I forgot to hit the damn button, because after watching, again, over half my work go down the drain, I was a little pissed off. But I saved this part, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I did have fun doing it. It's, believe it or not, calming and relaxing until you screw it up. Then it's not so relaxing anymore. But you will see the finished product. And all the highlights and the lips, everything, the shine and the glow and the stuff that makes it look wet and all that. Yep, forgot to hit the button. But yeah, technology. See, I could have used some technology to hit rewind and not have the accident happen. But I think we rely on the technology and our little gizmos and gadgets way too much. I mean, it's bad enough that, you know, we don't have to think anymore. And now our children and grandchildren are growing up not having to think from the get-go. At least we used to have to think. But my sister-in-law was telling my wife and I a story that her and her husband, they can actually write notes back and forth in cursive, you know, in writing. They can just handwrite a note and lay it on the table, and their kids have no idea what it says. It's like a foreign language. It's not printed out. It's actual handwriting, and they do not know what it is. They have no idea what those letters mean, what those squiggles are. It is a complete foreign language to them. I find that hilarious, that you can actually handwrite a note, lay it down, and someone can look at it and don't have a clue. That's what we are doing now to our children. They don't even know what the written word looks like. Isn't that amazing? I think it's pretty amazing. Good amazing, bad amazing, it doesn't matter. Whatever your thoughts, I just find it to be kind of hilarious, sad, amazing, astounding, and a couple other colorful words that come to mind. But yeah, isn't it crazy how things go? Just think what things are going to be like in 50 years from now. Yeah. Awesomeness. Technology. I think technology is great, but I think we should use it in moderation. I think we should put down the phones every once in a while, at least a couple times a week, even if it's just for a couple hours. Turn off YouTube, turn off Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and just relax and escape all that madness and the weirdness of social media and gizmos and gadgets that tell you what to do and what to think and what to buy and how to buy it. And I don't know. I think we need to get back to using our brains a little bit more. But hey, nothing wrong with using it, just not as much. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. So there you have it. 3 days of drawing, a little mishap, and that's what we have to show for it. Yeah, I was kind of bummed. But hey, shit happens. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and come back for more if you want to see me draw some more stuff. You just never know what might happen, right? There it is.
What we do here is go back.